What is up, everyone? This is George with Vegas Must Try, back at it once again with another video. All of 2020, travel essentially was stopped and Las Vegas was hit very hard. So a lot of you haven't been here in a long time. And Las Vegas, the landscape here changes pretty often. And this year in particular, there's a lot of cool things happening. So this video is gonna highlight the 5 coolest things that you should see next time you come to Las Vegas. Let's go. All right, so first place up, we're here at Area 15. This giant building is located right next to the freeway, about a mile from the strip. And this is what they call an experiential mall, for example. I describe a little bit more about this. I have a whole video on it. I'm gonna link it right above. It's yeah, like I said, it's like kind of like a mall, and they rent out a bunch of the different slots to different cool activities. For example, they have like axe throwing, they have different bars, they have restaurants, and it's all based on cool kind of psychedelic neon looks. It's honestly a pretty cool place for all ages. Meow Wolf's Omega Mart is in there, and that's the activity that I did. It's free to go in, you just have to make a reservation, but you have to pay for each individual activity that you decide to do. This is basically an event center and like a venue to throw events and to throw, like, the Raiders after parties are probably going to be here. Vegas Golden Knights watch parties are here, and other events, like, for example, they hosted Cardi B's birthday, which was, you know, all over the internet, and that's how people first found out about Area 15. So this is how the front looks. Pretty massive. And this is the entrance. You're supposed to enter through the front of this like garden place, and there's art installations here. So it's a very like ravey kind of vibe in here. Super cool. They have a bunch of music playing at all times, and I know they're creating a bunch of stuff right to the north of this place. They have a parking lot that apparently they're gonna do like concerts and EDM shows and stuff like that. For example, they opened in 2020, very limited capacity because of COVID, but now it's essentially open, and you know they're just developing other new cool things that you guys should definitely check out, because you're going to be missing out if you come to Las Vegas and you don't check out Area 15. There's going to be some stuff in your bucket list that you wish you did. So let's see what else we got. Alright guys, so for those of you who watch the NFL, this is not going to be news to you, but I'm standing in front of the Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas, which is literally right down the street from the Mandalay Bay. Super dope, state-of-the-art stadium that seats 65,000 people. Quite impressive, and I'm so glad that we have a stadium here in Las Vegas. This cost $1.9 billion to make. There was a lot of back and forth with people being upset at the fact that the stadium was still being built during the pandemic. Well, we finally had the first inaugural season last year during 2020, but it was without any fans. And we are excited that we're finally going to be able to go inside of there. This is not only going to be obviously a football stadium, this is where we're going to hold concerts. You know, probably like the biggest things, like Drake and all these people are gonna perform here. If you can see from the outside, these windows open, and there's an Al Davis torch in there that gets lit up before every game. We can go into the team store. So this is gonna be actually my first time in the Allegiant Stadium. They do tours, but when I tried looking into getting one, they were all sold out. I'm not particularly a football fanatic, but I like sports, I like competition, I like culture, and I like drinking beer. So let's head inside. cool thing about the stadium is that it created, or is going to create, 6,000 permanent jobs here for Las Vegas. So that's why there's so many people moving in here. It's gonna have 127 suites, and the Al Davis torch, which I'm standing right in front of, but you can't really see that well. It's in there. It's the largest ever 3D printed structure. That is all for the stadium. Let's see what else we got on the coolest new things here in Las Vegas. Alright my peeps, so we are here in front of the Resorts World, the newest addition to the Strip. I'm pretty excited for this location. It's going to be essentially the biggest property here in Las Vegas. They're projected to have around 3,500 rooms, which is an absolutely massive property. Just to put things in perspective, this place cost $4.3 billion to make. The Cosmopolitan was 4.1, and the Wynn, which is, you know, one of the nicest ones here, it cost $2.7 billion. They're gonna have 40 restaurants, which is super dope. This place is honestly exactly what the Strip needed on this side of the Strip. And what I mean by that is, look, I'm gonna show you real quick. Right next door we have the failed Fontainebleau. The project failed during the 2008 economic crisis, but this place is the biggest property by rooms, at least at the time, and it's no longer that. If you pan a little bit more to the right across the street from the Resorts World, there's the newest addition to the Las Vegas Convention Center. Look, something super cool is that apparently there's gonna be a shuttle, an underground shuttle from Elon Musk's, the Boring Company. There's gonna be a station at the Resorts World underground that's gonna take you to the Las Vegas Convention Center. That is super cool. I don't know if it's only Teslas that are gonna be able to be in there, but hey, I'm pretty pumped for that. I'm currently standing right next to the Pepper Mill, which I'm sure a lot of you might be familiar with. This is the staple of Las Vegas. If you've never been here, you definitely have to come by. It's a super classic, must go to place. So right now, let's go walk around the Resorts World. On June 24th, they're set to open. We're still in May. So for now, let's go take a look at what the construction looks like. This marquee looks so dope. Let's go. Alright, so I'm sure these guys must be on a very tight schedule. It's already 7:38 and they don't get to go home. They need to finish all these things because in about a month, this place is going to be the hottest spot on the Strip. You know what this area reminds me of? Kind of like the Planet Hollywood, how they have all the shops right here on the outside, and there's like a big walkway area. Not sure what the plants look like here, but it certainly sounds like there might be some water channel, kind of like at the New York. I'm just speculating here. I haven't seen any of the renderings or anything like that. All right, here we have the parking entrance of what it looks like. You go underground. That up there is a giant screen that has dots like right in the middle. Yeah, those are the windows. And I think they tried doing the same thing that the Palms did with the giant screen, the giant LED on the side of the building, which that one looks really cool. This one, however, I mean, look, you can see Tiesto there right now. Like, yes, it looks cool, but I just can't get over the lack of consistency in the picture. All those dots, the perforation on the picture, it looks pretty lame in my opinion. I don't know, I feel like the execution could have been a whole lot better. I honestly would have liked just a giant marquee right here facing the south of the Strip, as opposed to this big LED screens on the side of the building. So I think I have reached the final point here. I'm at the corner, and when I drive on the street right next to it, I can actually see where the pool and stuff are gonna be. You can see a bunch of palm trees on the other side of the structure. I'm sorry I can't show you a whole lot without trespassing. All right, so that is all for the Resorts World. Remember, Conrad, Crockford, and Hilton. Now let's see what else we got next. All right, my peeps, so now we're here at the newest edition of the very end of the Strip. We are at the Las Vegas Gateway Arches, or Arch. It's 2, but people just say art. In addition to this arch, we're here first at the corner that splits the main street and Las Vegas Boulevard. Pretty cool display of showgirls. We have some chips here, a roulette table, and some, what was that? Vegas must try. No problem. Pretty cool little display. Although, I mean, you're kind of showing it to nobody here. I mean, there's traffic here, but it's not as crazy. You guys want to be in a YouTube video? But anyway, let's make our way to the arches, which is probably the coolest thing. Honestly, I'm very supportive of Las Vegas spending money on new things. But this one right behind me, I don't know if it was that necessary. It's kind of in a rough area, and I don't think there's a whole lot of people that walk through here. But hey, why not? If you know Las Vegas, you know that this side of town next to the Stratosphere is not the prettiest. Some people believe it's not the safest either. So let me know in the comments, would you walk around here by yourself at night? Or do you think it's a little too dangerous or too sketchy? I wouldn't walk by myself or really late at night. People just love to honk whenever they see someone with a camera on their face. All right, so we have a crazy guy over there. All right, so we have this crazy guy right behind me, yelling at everyone driving by. Probably should get out of the way, and it's maybe not my best representation of how safe this side of town is. Pretty freaking cool. 13,000. Oh, Jesus. All right, I'm walking away from this guy. 13,000 lights, 80 foot tall, and 6.5. All right, anyway, now the crazy guy is gone. So this structure here is 13,000 LEDs. It costs $6.5 million to make, and it's about 80 foot tall. Honestly, any of the double-decker buses will have no problem driving by there. It's pretty sick, honestly. I really like this structure. I really like recording when I'm going under bridges. But honestly, I remember when they first announced that they were gonna do this on Instagram, and they were announcing that they were building this. People were going crazy because you know, it was during the pandemic and everything was shut down. So people were saying like, why are you spending so much money, $6.5 million of taxpayer money, into something like this when, you know, there's people suffering, whatever. I understand, but look, whenever this was planned and, you know, passed, it was way before the pandemic, so it was just really bad timing for them. But yeah, overall, I like when they spend money on the city and cool things like this that are Instagrammable. So this is how it looks. I want your balls in my mouth. I think I just said, anyway, let's see what else we got next. All right, guys, so now we're going to the hottest spot in downtown Las Vegas, the newest, hottest spot. You guessed it, I'm talking about the El Cortez. It's still Vegas. So something cool about the Circa is that there are 35 floors and there are 777 rooms. Don't think that was by mistake, you know. I recommend it 100%. They opened during the pandemic and they opened with limited stuff, but now everything is 100% open. There's like 11 bar and dining destinations here at the Circa, and I'm kind of hungry, so I think I'm gonna go eat a burger down there. Let's go. All right, guys, I'm wearing shorts and I was walking through this bar right here that's upstairs, and I just got scared because I felt really cold, but these right here are actual fans. sending out cold air. It's such a cool design. Oh yeah, that is so sick. All right, so we're eating at Victory Burger today. Cool little spot right here. You're watching the game here. It's like a sports bar slash burger joint. Let's look at the menu. All right, so now let's analyze the price. I got a milkshake, the Captain Crunch milkshake, $7.77 for that, and then the Victory Loco burger, it seems to be the spicy one. So yeah, $24.68. As you can imagine, obviously these gourmet burgers are not gonna be as cheap, but then again, the place that you're eating at is pretty cool. And honestly, if you get to watch any of the games, this is a pretty dope spot. All right, so here we have the Victory Loco burger. Nice thick patty with avocado, roasted corn, jalapeno, pickles, tomato, onion, lettuce. Pretty standard, but this cheese right here, this Blanco cheese that they call it, it looks freaking delicious. Also, since I said that I'm 5 years old, I got the Captain Crunch milkshake here. I'm gonna take a picture of this before I destroy it. And look, it also comes with a bunch of sauces here. Barbecue, boom boom, which I assume is like Thousand Island, mustard. Over here we got buffalo for the chicken fingers and fries and stuff like that, ketchup, and what we got here? Victory mustard. All right, I gotta try that one. You know when you have the Captain Crunch and you have the milk left over? That's what this whole thing tastes like. It's so bomb. Ah, man, it's so delicious. All right, so this is how it looks standing up. My mouth is not big enough for this one, so you know what happens. Also, I'm not too crazy about the roasted corn. Corn doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. So, let's do it. Okay. Oh, that cheese. Jalapenos and cheese. The ingredients taste really fresh. So, it's gonna be a pass for me. The boom boom, it's spicy and it's creamy. It's definitely my go-to. Just because I don't know how to measure myself. 0 to 100, let's go. They didn't ask how I wanted my meat. It's like cooked all the way. I wish it was a little juicier, like a medium rare, for example, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. All right, my people, all wrapped up here. That burger was pretty good, but if it was medium rare, it would have been one of my favorites here. Milkshake was solid. It was pretty small though, but overall, pretty cool place. I like the Circa. Definitely my spot to come downtown. Their suites are dope, and I want to go check out the Stadium Swim, which is this absurd pool, kind of like an amphitheater to watch events and DJ spots and all that stuff. All right, guys, so there you have it. These are the 5 places that you should visit next time you come to Las Vegas. Fairly new, and as you can see, Las Vegas is booming. We're still cracking. We're still innovating. We're still adding new things. So definitely come check out these new innovations and, you know, come party now that the world is essentially open. So thank you all so much for watching. Please comment down below if you have any questions about Vegas in general, or if you want to do a Q&A or something like that. Thank you all so much. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and then I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, my guys. All right, guys, so for those of you that are still watching, I have an extra one for you. This one's not quite ready. It's going to be ready in 2023, but it's the MSG Sphere, the Madison Square Garden Sphere. It's going to be here in Las Vegas. It's right behind like the Venetian and Palazzo, and it's going to be a massive event venue. Super excited for this one. I'm going to show a picture right now of how it's supposed to look when it's all said and done. It's going to be right north of the Link. Right here, the high roller, and it's gonna make the skyline of Las Vegas just look that much better. I'm excited for that one. Thank you all so much for watching. See you later. Peace out.